The other thing I want you to think about here, just in the waning moments of the last show of the year and just before Christmas, if you're listening to this when we send it out, it's a piece by, it's actually Cal Thomas who wrote a piece reflecting on something on Harry Reasoner, published on Christmas Eve, 1973. That was the year I became a Christian. So this goes way back. And here's what Harry Reasoner has to say. Christmas is such a unique idea that most non-Christians accept it, and I think sometimes envy it. If Christmas is the anniversary of the appearance of the Lord of the universe in the form of a helpless baby, it's quite a day. It's a startling idea, and the theologians who sometimes love logic more than they love God find it uncomfortable. But if God did do it, he had tremendous insight. People are afraid of God and standing in his very bright light, but everyone has seen babies and almost everyone likes them. So if God wanted to be loved as well as feared, he moved correctly here. And if he wanted to know people as well as rule them, well, he moved correctly because a baby growing up learns all there is to know about people. And if God wanted to be intimately a part of man, well, he moved correctly. For the experience of birth and familyhood is our most intimate and precious experience. So it comes beyond logic, Harry Reasoner writes here. It's what a bishop I used to know called a kind of divine insanity. It is either all falsehood or it is the truest thing in the world. And here Reasoner is kind of reflecting something that Lewis has said too. It's either irrelevant or it's the most relevant thing. It's either completely unimportant or of supreme importance. Reasoner goes on, it is the story of the great innocence of God, the baby, God in the power of man. And it is such a dramatic shot toward the heart that if it is not true for Christians, nothing is true. And yes, that's the case. So he closes, even if you did not get your shopping all done, and I haven't, and you are swamped with the commercialism and the frenzy, be at peace. And even if you are the deacon having to arrange the extra seating for all the Christmas Christians that you won't see until Easter, be at peace. The story stands. It's all right that so many Christians are touched only once a year by this incomparable story, because some final, quiet Christmas morning, the touch will take. Well, the touch took for me almost 50 years ago, and even in the midst of the chaos of this season, which we all get caught up in to some measure, there is still a bright, shining star in the midst of it. The stars, Jesus, Emmanuel, God with us, God come down to rescue us. Unfathomable thought, but so true. And now we celebrate that this weekend. And I trust and pray, Lord, that for those, my friends who listen, that weekend celebration and that celebration on Christmas Day would be rich and sweet and draw them close to you. Happy Christmas to all and to all. A good night. Greg Kokel here for Stand to Reason. Give them heaven. Bye-bye.